everybody, Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. It is day 4 out here at the Schoolie Swarm in the Ozarks, first annual. As you can see, some people have left, even though this is technically an 8-day event. You can stay for as long as you want. You can come in at the front end of it, the tail end of it. You can come in for the day just to hang out for a little bit. Or, like some of us, you can try to camp the entire 8 days. And I know I have lots of water storage capacity, so and we're getting solar now, so that's a good thing. I am going to share something a little special with you in this video. We're going to do something a little different, talk about my my personal Schoolie school bus search. Yeah. Alright, so what I'm going to show you now here, this is for fun. Well, actually, it's for entertainment and educational reasons. I want to walk you through my real-life experiences of trying to buy 2 different buses here at the Swarm. And just so you can kind of see how my brain works, and you are not going to believe these 2 buses that I looked at. Okay, first of all, it's no secret that I've been looking for a school bus, or as they call it, a schoolie, to purchase and then convert and build my own RV from the floor up, and build it and design it better than any manufacturer I feel can ever build an RV. That's my goal. I've been talking about that for a long time. Finding that perfect schoolie has been quite an interesting battle. Luckily, I've been in no rush. I ended up getting Vanna White the Campervan to kind of hold me over for a little bit. I built that out as much as I could except for solar, and now I'm back at the Swarm with Robert, my diesel mechanic friend, with me, and it was time to just buckle down and search. So, things have changed since I started this search, but 4 days ago I had decided on which bus I was looking for. And it's a very small 24-foot, just to give you some reference here, I'm going with Cummins and Allison. I'm going with the Bluebird front nose. I'm going to show you a picture right here. Okay, so this bus is from an auction, Purple Wave. Yeah, I started with an auction here, but hear me out. As you can see, it's a very short bus here. One of the cool things about this bus, though, is that it's still a Cummins. It's 5.9 diesel Cummins. It's still got the Allison transmission. This particular model has a flat floor. That's right. There's no wheel wells inside. So if you're building a custom RV, this is like the holy grail of those, because there's no wheel wells to work around. As you can probably see from this particular ad, it looks like it's Louisiana Department of Corrections. Emphasis on looks like. Again, I'm not the type of person who would bid on anything without looking at it first, okay? And with many of these, you're able to contact the seller, set up an arrangement, come test drive it and check it out. And of course, that was my next move. The auction was ending in about 16 hours, and I got permission to come up there and take a look at it. The bid was currently at $2,800. So my next bid would have been $2,900 on this particular bus. And I thought that we were right there where, you know, the price range was probably right for the amount of miles. How many miles? Only 58,000 miles on this. However, here's what happens. Robert and I drive nearly an hour and a half away. We go look at this, and of course, everything that's wrong with this is not in the pictures. The rust problems, the floor is completely tore up. There is no skylight on one of the windows. It's completely gone. We have no idea how long it's been raining inside. You can't even see that from the pictures. There is no sky. It's missing the skylight completely. A bunch of rust. There's a bunch of damage on the passenger side. There's also a big old dent on the front bumper on the front passenger side up there. And so we're looking at it, and pretty much 5 minutes into it, I said, yeah, it's not for me, Robert. Okay, then Robert says, well, I don't know, I might still be interested in this. Robert's a real sociable guy, so he sees someone on the property. Just happens to be a police officer from that city walking his canine puppy, and he said, hey, sir, we were looking on this. It's one of the ones that's on the auction for Purple Wave. Do you know the history of it? And at that time, the officer decided to open up and give us a little bit of information. He says, yeah, we got this from Louisiana. It was featured in a TV series, actually. You may have heard of NCIS. Yeah, I guess they took it off a jump and flipped it over on its side, used it as a prop, and then they wanted to get rid of it, so we got it. We gutted it because we wanted all the windows and all the electronics and the cages for our prisoners, and we're selling it. This bus was on its side? Check this out.
east from New Orleans to Charleston, traveling northbound at approximately 8:30 a.m. Crossed over the double yellow until point of impact. Rolled once, landed here.
So it wasn't actually until Robert and I got back to camp that we were able to find the episode and look at the videos and the pictures and stuff that you just saw. But it definitely surprised me how much was left out of this ad and how creepy and scary it is that I almost bid $2,900. As you can see from this ad, we'll take a close look here. 16 hours later, this ended up selling for $7,810 plus a 10% commission to Purple Wave. Somebody is very upset. We never even test drove the thing, we never even fired it up, don't really care at that point. You never know what is for sale out there, guys. If there's absolutely any way to possibly top that, right? Okay, so yesterday, Robert and I are still looking at Bluebird TC2000 models. I came across this one here. This was actually listed 18 weeks ago. Marshfield is 30 minutes away from here. $7,500. It's almost the same price that that other one sold for. And as you can see, it doesn't look like a school bus. It looks like a church bus or something. There's not a whole lot of information except for the model number, the engine's right, and everything else looks good. We called him up. I said, hey, we want to come test drive this. I'm bringing my buddy mechanic and we're going to come test drive this. Is that okay to do that? Yeah, here's my address. Come on down. All right, we're 30 minutes out. We get there. I didn't actually see anything wrong with the outside of the bus. Robert did mention that there was some rust spots that needed immediate attention, needed to be fixed immediately before they grew and were cancerous on the rust issue. But when we got in there, it was very difficult for the owner to start the bus up. It did eventually start. He said it was cold, but you knew we were coming. So, oh, that's not the worst of it, though. I said, all right, can we at least take it around the block and see what it sounds like? Oh, actually, it doesn't drive right now. We're not really sure why. The bus doesn't move. The bus doesn't move? How are you gonna sell it? How are you gonna get it off your property? How are we gonna buy the bus if you didn't say it doesn't move? No, I said in my ad it runs. So you're asking $7,500 and you want me to tow this off your property and figure out why it doesn't move? Yeah. That's not even the worst of it, though. On the drive back, I get a text message from the guy. Remember, we were at $7,500. I get a text message on the way back that says, actually, man, I talked to the wife. We'll take $1,500 right now if you get rid of it. There's your sign. That's the problem. Not only that, but also the fact that he's been trying to sell it for 17 weeks, and no matter what, he refuses to disclose the most important information of all, that the thing doesn't even drive. When I got back to Schoolie Swarm last night, guys, I was in a bad mood. I was grumpy. I was upset. I talked to Michelle, the owner of the place, and I showed a lot of raw emotions about, like, why can't people be honest? What is going on with the schoolie community and just sellers in general that just... Does this not make you just terrified to ever purchase anything that's for sale again? How is anyone going to buy that bus if it doesn't move off his property? It's very strange to me. Now, back up, because that's not the point of this video. I'm having an awesome time here. However, I had thought somewhere in the back of my mind that this was going to be the time, now that I'm with a diesel mechanic who knows buses and is going to help me find the perfect bus to build, that I was going to get it. I was going to be able to park it at Robert's house and then come back later, but I was finally going to be able to get it and secure it. And I don't think that's going to happen here, as we only have a few more days here at Schoolie Swarm. However, everything happens for a reason, right? These just weren't meant to be, right? And now, actually, I am no longer necessarily only looking for a short TC2000 bus. I'm also now opening up my options to getting a diesel pusher with an 8.3 Cummins motor. A diesel pusher, that way the engine's in the back so it's quieter and less hot while you're driving. I'm also looking at possibly buying one from the south, like Arizona, Texas, or possibly even Florida, where it has AC built in so that when you're driving, the back is getting AC from the driving motor, and then you can go to solar when you get parked and stuff like that. So my main thing here is I'm not in a rush. I want to get the right bus, and that could happen at any moment from here till the next decade, okay? But be very, very, very careful when buying a bus online, because nothing is what it seems. And it seems like everyone out there is completely 100% dishonest. It's scary. That's all. Anyway, was that entertaining? Pretty crazy, right? I almost bought 2 horrible buses. Oh my gosh. Do your research. Don't be in a rush. And ask lots and lots of questions. Yeah, I lost a part on my Traxxas Max here, so she's currently out of commission until I make a little repair there on that guy. I still got my crawler, though. This is funny. This is like Tara's new spot. I have no idea what's so unique about this one corner. Maybe just the fact that since she's been in this RV, this slide has never been out before. So that particular spot where she's at right here, she's never been able to physically lay there when the slide's in. So maybe that's why she's enjoying it so much. She's also been digging out some like crazy things from underneath here from the previous owners, like kids' toys and stuff. I've just been throwing them in the garbage. Little hair bands and stuff. She plays with them. It's like whole new experiences under there, huh, girl? You cutie. And then Jackster Maxter, the Lickster, the big guy. Yeah, you want to tell everybody how you behaved? I brought Jax out for movie night last night, and he threw a little cat fit. I mean, we were hissing and growling and threatening to bite Dad. You had an episode. Yeah, we all have them, I know. But you had a bad episode last night, so guess what? You're not coming out to movie night tonight. No, you're gonna sit here and think about cat things and everything else you did. Okay? I love you, though. You're a good boy. Not sure if I showed the view from my back window here. Really pretty, huh? The woods, the bushes, the jungle, whatever. It's really nice location here for Swarm in the Ozarks. Lots of green grass. Yeah, you can see there was probably a lot of grass they had to cut right before the event. Somebody said something about 40 acres of grass they cut for it. And across from me, we still got Dana and Steve and the kids from Full Tiny House. And Robert's next door in his bus. I'm not saying we won't go look at another bus while we're here. It's just, it's crazy how those things work out, you know? But yeah, really nice property here, really good location, and the weather has cooperated amazingly lately. So thanks for joining me, guys. Jax, Tara, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.